Precious child, stop everything you are doing and listen to me. There is something I have been waiting to tell you, something that will change the way you see yourself and the life stretching out before you. Every day, you've been carrying a question in your heart that you haven't dared to ask out loud because you were afraid the answer would confirm your worst fears about yourself. In quiet times, that question has been whispering to you. It kept you up when everyone else was asleep, and it's been with you, like a shadow through all the different stages of your life. This is the question. Is my life really important? Does the fact that I exist really matter? Are you telling me that I'm just taking up space in a world that would keep spinning without me? I am here to answer that question for good, and what I say will destroy every lie you have ever believed about how important you are. This message is for brave people. This message is for people who get up every day and keep going even though they really want to stay put. That's brave. That's being brave. That's the spirit I put inside you before you even breathed. I can see you right now, and I know exactly what you've been carrying. When you felt like your spine was going to break from the weight on your shoulders, I knew what you meant. I know how having a lot of thoughts going through your head all the time keeps you from getting the rest your body needs. When you're scared, you might hear voices in the dark telling you that things are going wrong and there's nothing you can do. I remember the times when you didn't know if you could go one more step forward. Also, I want you to know how proud I am that you are still here, listening and fighting. I picked you for a very good reason. Take those words to heart. I picked you. Take a moment to let that truth sink in. I want you to say a simple prayer of faith right now if this message speaks to your heart. Write Amen in the comments below, not just as a word, but as a statement that you believe this, that your life has a purpose, that you are ready to follow what God has planned for you. Please get this. Every seed you plant in this mission helps us follow Jesus' command to reach all the world. By buying me a coffee through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you help spread the gospel to people who might never set foot in a church. This isn't about having a platform. This is to honor the name of Jesus and reach out to hearts that are looking for answers, but are quiet. Matthew 28:19 in the Gospel tells us that Jesus wants us to go and make disciples. You help that command go on when you give. Your kindness gives someone who is struggling with hope. It turns into truth for someone who is confused. It turns into light in real darkness. Gospel of Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you." This is not a threat. It is a promise. God moves in ways you can't see when you let go of what you're holding on to. If this message moved you, have faith and answer it. Get a coffee. Plant a seed. Take part in what God is doing right now. Of all the options and ways things could have gone, I chose you specifically for a mission that you are the only one who can complete it. This was not a coincidence. It wasn't a mistake. The universe did not make a mistake that led to your existence. During the beginning of time, I sat there and thought about your life, your personality, your unique mix of strengths and weaknesses, your specific experiences and struggles, and I said yes. This is what I said. I told them that they are the ones who will bring this part of my purpose into the world. I was thinking about you before the mountains were made. The oceans reached their full depths, and the stars found their places in the sky. I was making you. I carefully planned every part of your life with the precision and care of an artist making a masterpiece. The way you look, smile, laugh, cry, have dreams and fears. Everything about you was planned. Everything about you was planned. I don't make mistakes, and you're not the only one who does. Right now, these words are proof of my plan for your life. Also, please subscribe to this channel right away if this message strikes a chord with you for some reason. Each message here is meant to lift you up, make you stronger, and help you stay in line with the promises God has made over your life. When you subscribe, you start setting yourself up to get the words at the exact moment you need them. As you hear my voice speaking directly to your heart, I'm giving my blessing to everything I have planned for your future. They have been trying to get you to believe that my plan didn't work, that something went wrong along the way, and that you got too far off track to ever get back to what I had planned for your life. Those are not true. Every one of them is a carefully planned trick meant to make you give up before you reach your breakthrough. I hurt when you hurt. I feel moved when you cry. I'll be happy with you when you win. I'll be right there to help you get back up if you fall. Faith is not this. Relationships are like this. Now I have the link I've wanted to have with you since before you were born. We'll work together to jump over walls and beat our enemies. Right now, there are things in your way that seem impossible to get past. You can't even see the tops of some of the walls. You've already convinced yourself that you will lose because there are so many strong enemies. You haven't taken me into account, though. You've thought about your strengths, your resources, and your ability to get through this, and you've decided that they are not enough. Your point is very well made. You can't just rely on your strength. Everything changes, though, when my strength flows through you. I have beaten every enemy you will ever face. I have gotten past every problem you will ever face. Every problem that will ever get in your way has been solved. And because you are a part of me and I am a part of you, my wins become your wins. What I overcame becomes your overcame. Your victory turns into my victory. There is no goal for your fight. When you fight, you're already ahead. In the spirit world, the battle is already over. At this point, all we can do is watch it happen in nature. We're going to fight and keep going. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. We're not going to throw up the white flag and assume that defeat is the end. Because the reason I put you in this world will be fulfilled. It's not a possible. It's not a prayer. We're not just going to watch how things go. It's a promise backed by my honor, my strength, and my unwavering promise to finish what I began in you. Human determination based on willpower alone is not what I am calling you to be persistent about. That kind of determination wears off. That kind of strength wears off over time. That kind of determination gives way to repeated disappointment in the end. I'm calling you to be persistent with a divine determination that comes from my spirit inside you. It's strength that grows every day. It's resolve that has been strengthened by having me in your life. This is how you keep going, even though you want to give up. There are times when everything tells you to doubt your faith. There is a reason you are here on earth. There is no chance or biological accident that led to your existence. Your name was written in my book before the world was built, before the first star came out, and before the oceans were gathered together there. I knew you. I saw you. I had plans for you. From the start, your life has been a part of what I planned. You've always been a part of my story. I've always loved you. I've thought about you all the time. Take a moment to think about that. I thought about you before time ran out. I was making plans for you before there was room. You were already a beloved child, waiting to be born in my heart before anything else. Being alive is not an afterthought. There's no other plan for this. It's not a backup. You were God's first thought, his main goal, and he chose to make you even though he could have made anything else. I loved you before you were even born. I could already picture the day when your eyes would open and you'd start to see glimpses of my divine light. It took me a while to find you, get in touch with me, and start the relationship I planned for you. Each moment of your life has brought us closer together, helped us understand each other better, and shown us more about who I am and who you are in me. The moment you started to believe in me was not the start of my love for you. It wasn't necessary for you to do or not do anything right for me to love you. My love for you has been there forever. I loved you before you did anything good or bad, or made any decisions. I loved you no matter what. I loved that I knew everything you would do and everything you would lose. I loved you anyway, because that's who I am. I am love. Everything I do comes from that fact that things don't change. I know that your doubts have made you think of questions you have never asked me before. You're starting to wonder where I was when things were at their worst. You're starting to wonder if I was really there with you when you were in the worst of your pain. I don't think it's wrong of you to ask these honest questions, because they let me show you more of my heart. I love it when you ask me questions. I can see why you're having those doubts. I get why those questions have been going through your mind. It was your expectation that I would stop certain things from happening, but I did not. You thought I would protect you from some pain, but you still felt it. You asked me to answer some prayers in a certain way, but the way I answered them was nothing like what you asked for. I can see how that could feel like being left behind. I can see how that might feel like betrayal. Because of that, I can see how people might wonder if I am who I say I am. Where was I when you were in pain? It was like I was right next to you, closer than you thought. I held all of your tears when you cried by yourself in the dark. I held you in my arms when you felt like everyone who should have been there for you had left you. I was breathing life into your lungs and strength into your bones when the pain was so bad that you thought you wouldn't make it. I never left you. I never turned away from you. I never took my eyes off of your pain. While you've been alive, there has never been a time when I wasn't with you. You didn't breathe, beat, or last 1 second. I was there for you, when things were good and when things were bad. I have been there for you, through your biggest wins and your worst losses. I was with you when you felt my presence very strongly, and when you felt like you were by yourself. My presence doesn't depend on you being aware of it. How close I am to you doesn't depend on how you feel about it. I'm always there, even if you can't feel me. Some things did happen, though, because I could see what you couldn't. It was clear that the stress would change you. I could see how the struggle would make you stronger. I could see how the pain would make you more compassionate and understanding. I didn't mean to punish you. I didn't forget about you. I was purifying you like gold in a furnace, removing everything that wasn't necessary so that what was left would be pure, valuable, and beautiful. It's never fun to go through the refining process. The point at which impurities rise to the surface and are skimmed off is not something anyone likes. Not a single person is happy when the fire gets hotter and the pressure gets higher. But there is no other way for gold to become pure. It's not worth much for a diamond to be lifted off the ground and pressed down on. You have to heat, hammer, and shape steel in order for it to become strong. Understandably, this is hard to accept when you are going through a tough time. When the pain is over and you can see things more clearly, it's easy to talk about purpose and getting better. But when you are in the furnace, and the flames seem to be touching your skin, and everything around you looks like it is on fire, it is hard to believe that something good could come from such destruction. Because of this, I want you to know right now, no matter what you are going through, that I have not left you. My plan has not gone wrong. The story doesn't end there. You wouldn't be hearing these words if your story were over. If my plan had not worked, I would not be giving you hope. You would not be feeling a stirring of faith in your heart as you listen to this message if I had left you. Your presence here, continuing to listen, hope, and believe, even when it seems impossible to do so, shows that I have not and will never give up on you. You've been under a lot of pressure from the enemy to give up. He has been talking to you in your ear when you are feeling weak and telling you all the reasons you should give up. He has been telling you about all the times you failed, messed up, or weren't good enough to be the person you wanted to be. He has been turning your memories against you, turning them into weapons meant to destroy your faith and hope. You've been under his watch for a long time. He knows how you act. He knows where you're weak. He knows exactly when you will most likely believe his lies and do what he says. He knows how to say things that'll make you doubt yourself. The things he brings up are meant to make you feel bad. He knows how to play on your fears to make you want to avoid everything I've asked you to do. But I'm here to tell you that your enemy is lying. He has lied his whole life and will continue to do so. He is not telling the truth. He's not telling the truth when he says you're not worth anything. He is not telling the truth when he says that things are hopeless for you. He is not telling the truth when he says, I have given up on you. He is not telling the truth when he says that your best days are over and that only bad times are ahead. He says everything he says to get something from you. He wants to take away your hope. He wants to take away your faith. He wants to take away your happiness. He wants to make you feel bad. He wants to get your name and address. He wants to take your drive away. He wants to take everything I've given you and leave you broken, empty, and alone. But he can't take what you don't give up. Nothing he tries to steal can get through to you. He can't destroy what I am determined to keep. The truth is that I have really cool things planned for you, and I want you to be bold if you believe that God still has plans for your life. Plans that are bigger than your past, and plans that are bigger than your current struggle. Leave a comment that says, God's plan for my life is still coming together. Writing it down helps your heart remember that your story isn't over and that you still have a purpose. You're not feeling this way by chance. It's an invitation to be a part of something that will last forever. It's more than kind to support this mission through Buy Me a Coffee, a link in the description, and a pinned comment. It stands with the work of sharing the gospel with people who are still looking for the truth. Letter to the Romans 1:16 says that the gospel is the power of God to save people. That power reaches another life every time you buy a coffee. You help someone reach a turning point. You help someone make a big step forward. You do something for heaven on earth. Epistle to the Galatians 6:7 says that we will get back what we put in. When you put money into God's work, you put yourself in a position to receive His provision. Do something brave if you think lives can be changed. Buy a coffee today to help this mission reach more people. The truth is that your present situation does not determine your future. The truth is that I'm working behind the scenes in ways you can't see to make things happen that you can't even imagine. The truth is that I am using what the enemy meant to destroy you to raise you up. It's true that everything you've been through is part of a story of redemption and restoration that will blow your mind when you see how it all fits together. I'm the best at telling stories. As the divine author, I have been writing the story of history since the beginning of time, and I know how to put together the worst parts of a story, the painful parts, the confusing plot twists, and the heartbreaking setbacks, in a way that makes my name shine and helps my people. Your story is the same. Your pain doesn't go to waste. Your struggle doesn't mean nothing. All of this is being put together into a testimony that will speak to future generations. I picked you for this exact point in history. Take a moment to think about that. There were many times you could have been born and lived, but I put you here now for a reason. The world needs exactly what you have to offer. The problems you see around you are not meant to give up on you. They are meant to show you where you need to make a difference. You are invited to be a part of the solution to the brokenness you see. You are not a victim of your age group. As a member of your generation, you are a change agent. You don't have to stand by and let the problems in the world bother you. When I bring solutions to the table, you have the power to take part. You're not here by chance or accident. You are exactly where I need you to be to do exactly what I have planned for you to do. You are here by divine appointment. You have gifts inside you that you haven't fully used or developed yet. You have skills that are waiting to be discovered that are already inside you. You have strengths that you have never had to use because you have never been in a situation that would have required them. I have seen those hidden gems, though. I know what you can do even when you don't believe it. There are events happening right now that will bring out the best in you, that will show you skills you didn't know you had, that will show the world and you what I've always seen in you. There are gifts that have been buried under fear and self-doubt. Some of those skills have been stifled by criticism from people who didn't know what they were looking at. You have kept some of those strengths hidden because you hurt yourself when you try to use them once. However, buried does not mean lost. Suppressed doesn't mean wiped out. Lost does not mean hidden. Everything I put inside you is still there, waiting for the right time, the right place, and you to be brave enough to let it out. Don't give up because the trip is taking so long. You must have thought you'd be further along by now. I know you had a mental schedule of when things should have happened and how your life should have gone. I also know that what happened has not been what you thought it would be. But the time I set is not the time you set. My ways are not the same as yours. For me, what seems like delay to you is actually perfect accuracy. I work outside of time. I can see both the beginning and the end. I see all the outcomes and all the possible outcomes at the same time. I can tell you for sure that the timing of your life is perfect. From that point of view, there's no delay. There is no delay. There is no delay in anything. The thing that feels like waiting for you is actually positioning for me. For me, what feels like stagnation to you is actually getting ready. For me, what feels like punishment to you is actually safety. Some people think I'm slow, but I'm not. Everything is going to work out for your good because I am patient. I do things the right way and make sure everything is ready before the big reveal. I'm strategic, and I'll put you in the best position to have the most impact at the best time. What you call waiting, I call getting ready. I think of what you call delay as divine timing. What you call anger, I call putting your faith to the test. It's not passive to be patient. You don't waste time waiting. The time between making a promise and keeping it is not empty time that doesn't do anything. It's full of lessons you need to learn, people you need to meet, faith you need to grow, and relationships you need to make. Everything that happens while you wait is important for getting ready to receive. When I give you what you want before you're ready for it, it hurts you instead of helps you. Before going into battle, every great warrior goes through a lot of training. There are a lot of hours of practice that every athlete does before the championship game. Before they can work on the most important projects, master craftsmen have to go through a long apprenticeship. Why do you think your spiritual growth should be any different? Why do you think you can fulfill the calling I put on your life without first getting ready? The calling and the training are one and the same. It is part of the calling to get trained. You don't have to do the preparation work before you start the real work. Just getting ready is a lot of work. You are getting ready for the next season with each lesson you learn this one. Every problem you solve this season makes you better prepared for what's to come. There is no waste. Everything is important. It does matter. The times when things were hard for you were not wasted time. Each hard time taught you something. Every mistake you made taught you something you needed to change about yourself. Each disappointment took away a little more of your independence and made you rely on me more. During those times, I wasn't punishing you. I taught you something. I was getting you ready. I was getting you ready for what's coming. Remember the worst times in your life and try to figure out what you learned from them. You should think about the person you were before and after those events. Think about the depth that your character gained, the compassion that grew in your heart, and the wisdom that was forged in the fire of hardship. You could not have gotten those things any other way. They had to be earned. They had to be made better. They had to be trained by doing things. And what's coming next is bigger than everything you've seen so far. The battles you've been in so far were just warm-ups for the winds that are coming your way. What you've been blessed with so far is just a taste of the feast I'm planning for you. What an effect you have had on other people so far is just a taste of what you will have as you fully live out your calling. I still have more to show you. I haven't told you everything I have planned for your life yet. You've caught glimpses, hints, and whispers of what's to come, but you haven't seen the big show yet. You haven't seen the big finale yet. As of now, you have not fully stepped into what I made you for. That is still in front of you, waiting for you to get there. It's ready to unfold as soon as you're ready to receive it. Don't give up before you get there, though. When victory is right around the corner, you can't put down your weapons and leave the battlefield. The enemy has stepped up his attacks because he knows you are almost ready to make a breakthrough. He's not in this much of a fight because you're losing. He is putting up such a good fight even though he knows he is going to lose. He sees things you don't see yet. He can see that you're almost ready to do everything I told you you would do. He is also scared. The strength of the opposition is directly related to how important the breakthrough is. The land you are about to claim is more valuable when the enemy is fighting hard. And the more he lies, the closer you are to the truth that will free you. Do not mistake his increased activity for proof that you are losing. If you read it right, it means that you are almost certain to win. There are more lies because people are afraid. Because of that fear, the problems have gotten worse. Because you are afraid, everything seems to be going against you. At the same time, the enemy is using all of his tricks because he knows this is the last chance he has to stop you before you reach the promised land. Don't let him win. Make up your mind right now that the enemy will not take what God put inside you. Please type Amen in the comments below if you are choosing to stand, fight, and trust God even when things are tough. Say it to show that you won't give up and that your faith is stronger than your fear. You are not the only one who gets this message. There are other people who want to hear the same truth that made you stronger. Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew 9:37 that the harvest is plenty. Giving to this cause through Buy Me a Coffee is like joining the harvest. Your gift helps the truth get out there. It makes believers stronger. It gets to people who are quietly pleading for help. In Gospel of Luke 6:38, Jesus showed a kingdom exchange when he said, "Give, and it will be given to you." What you let go of goes into God's plan, and what goes into God's plan grows. You are planting for salvation, restoration, and renewed faith when you buy a coffee. Now is your chance. Take a faith-filled step forward. Put your money into what God is building, and trust Him to breathe more than what you let go of. Do not let his attacks out of fear make you give up on the mission I gave you. He needs help badly. He's going crazy because he knows his time is running out. He is making the most of it. His attacks don't show how strong he is. They show how desperate he is. It shows how weak he is. This shows that he is aware he is about to lose something important and is doing everything he can to stop it. However, he can't stop what I have decided. What I said can't be changed by him. He can't get around what I promised. You need to be brave. You need to find the courage you didn't know you had. I need you to dig deep into the faith I gave you and find the strength to keep going for one more day, and then another, and another, and another, because things will change one day. One of those days you'll wake up and realize that the big moment has arrived. When that day comes, you'll see for yourself that everything I promised you came true. Being brave doesn't mean not being afraid. Being brave means taking action when you're scared. People who don't feel fear are not brave. They are the ones who are scared, but still move forward. They are the ones who refuse to believe the enemy's lies and instead choose to believe my truth. They are the ones who look at the problem and remember how big their God is. I'm not telling you to have no fear. Even though you are scared, I want you to be faithful. I know you're worn out. I know it's getting old to fight battles that never seem to end. I understand that getting out of bed can feel like a big task some days. I know that sometimes the thought of taking on one more challenge makes you want to give up. I can see how tired they are. I can feel how tired you are. You don't have to act like it doesn't exist either. Being tired doesn't mean you're weak. Your tiredness doesn't mean you don't have enough faith. Both of you are tired from the fight. Thanks to all your hard work, you are tired. You are tired because you've been carrying the weight of things that would have broken someone weaker than you. You are actually showing how tired you are by how hard you have been fighting and how much you have been carrying. What I want you to do is depend on me when you feel weak. I want you to let me carry you when you can't climb another step. Please understand that you are weak so that my power can flow through you and help you do things you could never do on your own. Your weakness makes my strength stronger. When you've used up all of your own resources, my resources will come into play in ways they never could have before. I let you reach the end of yourself for a reason. There's a reason why I let you use up all of your strength before I use mine. It's not because I like seeing you struggle. This is because my power works best through empty vessels. People who no longer depend on themselves are the ones who receive my strength the most. You are fully available for me to do this through you as soon as you say you can't do it one yourself. Don't try to be strong enough to do everything by yourself. That level of independence was never meant for you. I made you to depend on me, to need me, and to get your strength, wisdom, and direction from me. There is nothing wrong with you that makes you be having this hard time right now. It shows that you are trying to carry something that was never meant to be carried by one person. Being free from me is not a good thing. Being self-sufficient in a way that leaves me out is not something to admire. I made you so that you would depend on me. One in which you bring your willingness and I bring my power. We will bring our wisdom to the place where you bring your obedience, where I bring my strength and you bring your weakness. The point is not that you are not good enough. We're going to work together. It's not about how badly you failed. It's about how we work together. Let me help you carry that weight. I'll take the heavy part of the weight. Let me walk with you and help you get stronger. Let me whisper words of hope into your ear when the voices of doubt get too loud. When the enemy tries to get you to forget who you are and whose you are, let me remind you. I will fight for you in the spiritual world while you do your part in the natural world. I'm already fighting battles for you that you don't even know about. Already, I'm stopping attacks that would have killed you if they got through. I'm already moving things out of the way that would have been in your way if they stayed put. I'm already opening doors that no person could have done. I'm already setting up chances that networking alone would not have been able to bring about. You can't really see the work I'm doing for you, but it's constant, all-encompassing, and aimed solely at your success. I planned for this partnership to happen from the start. This project has been on your heart for a long time, but you didn't know how to put it into words. You were made to be close to me, to be connected to me all the time, and to talk to me all the time. When that connection or communication breaks down, you start to feel overwhelmed, alone, and unable to go on. The feeling of being cut off is not going to last forever. The distance you think you see is not real. The thought is not a fact. I'm still with you. I have been here the whole time, waiting for you to remember that you are not alone and never have been, and to turn your attention back to me. Please come back to me. Now go back to the place where you could connect. Bring up the conversation we were having before all the other noise in the world drowned out my voice. I haven't moved. I'm still the same. I haven't moved away from you or stopped caring about what's going on with you. I am right where I have always been, waiting for you to fix your eyes on me again, so I can give your tired soul new strength. It's not as hard as you think to return. That change doesn't have to be big or take a long time. It only takes a change in your heart to be with me. It takes being honest about the fact that you need me. A simple prayer that says, "I am here," is all it takes. I'm taking notes. I'm ready to take anything you want to give me. That's all it takes. As soon as you honestly look at me for a moment, the connection is back. I gave you a purpose that is too important to give up on. The mission I gave you is too important to leave unfinished. I told you that you have a calling on your life that is too important to give up for now. Your fight is for more than just yourself. You are fighting for everyone who will be affected by what you do. For every life that will be different, because you didn't give up, you fight. You are fighting for people who haven't even been born yet, but will benefit from your loyalty. You can't see the effects of your obedience, but they're there. Your loyalty is making waves that will reach places you'll never get to. Waiting doesn't give up. It starts a chain of events that will help people you'll never meet. This is how my kingdom works. When people obey, one thing leads to another, and another, and another, until the effect is felt in places and times that only I can figure out. Take a moment to think about that. Think about how your persistence will affect other people. Think about all the lives that are waiting for you to take action so that they can get what I want to give them through you. Some people will never get the message I want them to get unless you give it to them. Some people's hearts will never be touched by my love unless you let it flow through you. Others will never have breakthroughs that happen to you unless you have them first. There are other people behind you besides yourself. That which you are fighting for is much bigger than your own victory. There is a bigger story going on than just you. It's an epic of redemption and restoration that spans time and affects more lives than you can count. What you do in that story is important. It matters that you stay true to that story. In that story, your persistence is more important than you could possibly know from where you are now. The people who are meant to be with you don't even know they're waiting for you. Their big idea is linked to yours, but they don't know it. They have no idea that their answer has anything to do with how well you obey them. I know, though. I can see how they fit together. I can follow the threads. I can see how your faithfulness led to their freedom. I want you to trust me with things you can't see, so I can do what I can do best. Don't give up. Before we go on, I want you to say one last thing about your life. Write these words in the comments. I will not give up on my God-given purpose. You are not just leaving a comment when you write that sentence. You are making a promise to keep going, to believe, and to trust that God is still writing your story. Do not give up. Do not let short-term pain make you give up on your eternal purpose. You should fight the battle you are in now. The hard times you're going through now are worth it. You deserve to cry these tears right now. What's on the other side makes everything you're going through worth it. I would never ask you to go through something that wasn't worth it. I would never put myself through pain that wasn't making me better. I would never let a struggle go on if it wasn't going somewhere important. Everything serves a purpose. Everything is important. It may seem like you are not moving, but everything is pulling you towards something. I've seen the other side. I've been there before. Not only that, but I know for sure that it is good. Beautiful as well as good. Not just pretty, but amazing. Not just stunning, but beyond anything you could have thought of. The good things that are coming your way will make your current problems seem small. There are victories in your future that will make the fights you're in now seem like nothing. The good things that are coming your way will make every sacrifice worth it. It's not wishful thinking or empty optimism that I'm talking about. From my point of view outside of time, I'm talking about reality as I see it. I am telling you things about your future that I know for sure because I have been there myself. From where I stand, your future is not uncertain. It is well thought out, well defined, and completely good. The only thing that is uncertain is how you see things. This is my point of view. I want you to be able to face the present with the confidence that comes from knowing what I know. But you need to keep going. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You have to keep believing even when it seems impossible. Even when hope seems silly, you have to keep it. It's important to keep going even when you really want to turn around. Since the prize is real, the promise holds up. The future I've planned for you is ready to start, and it's even better than words could ever say. Moving is important. We need to make progress. While you're still filled with fear and doubt, you can't receive what I have for you. You have to move forward to get where you want to go. To get your promises, you have to do something. To get where you're going, you have to walk by faith. Faith that doesn't lead to action is dead. Action, on the other hand, is just the physical manifestation of trust within. You will do what I said you would do, when you really believe me. You've done a great job getting this far. I'm proud of the fights you've won. I'm proud of all the problems you've solved. I'm proud of the times you got back up after falling. As much as doubt tried to get in your way, I am proud of your faith. You have kept your hope alive even when things tried to crush it. That makes me proud. You have already shown that you are brave. Already, you've been brave. Now I want you to look even deeper and find even more. My pride in you has nothing to do with how well you do, because I love you. I love having you as a child, not because you did great things. That's why I'm proud of you. You have made me proud not because you have never failed, but because you kept trying even after you did. Your faith has been strong, not because it has been perfect. That makes me proud. I'm proud of your determination. I respect that determination. You are a warrior in my kingdom because you won't stay down. You still have the biggest wins of your life ahead of you. The most important things you've done on your journey so far haven't happened yet. The strongest signs that I will always be faithful to you are still to come. What you've seen so far is just the start. What you've been through so far is just the base on which I will build something truly amazing. Don't let the enemy make you believe that your best times are over. They're not. You're about to have the best days of your life. I want you to subscribe to this channel and to turn on notifications if this message speaks directly to your season right now. A lot of people have said that these messages come at just the right time for them. Signing up is just a way to stay in touch and make sure you don't miss the words of encouragement and prophetic insight that are meant for your journey. It doesn't matter how old you are. Failures in the past don't rule you out. Your current situation does not rule you out. The only thing that can keep you from having a future is if you decide to give up on it. You can still get everything I promised you as long as you are still breathing. Keep fighting because you are still on track for your next step. You are still making progress toward your breakthrough as long as you trust. I know that the enemy has been trying to get you to think about how hopeless and like you'll fail. Surely he has been trying to change your past so that you only remember the bad things and not the good things I did for you. I'm sure he's been painting your future in the darkest shades, making you fear what's coming instead of looking forward to it with faith and hope. These are tricks meant to get you to quit. The goal of these strategies is to make you afraid instead of brave. Most of the time, people win or lose wars in their minds. What you do is affected by the thoughts you have. Decisions you make are based on what you believe. This is something the enemy knows, which is why he works so hard to poison your mind with lies. He knows that he can change how you act if he can control what you think. If he can change what you believe, he can try to change your fate. But I'm giving you fresh eyes. Let me show you how your past, present, and future are different from what you thought they were. I want you to remember how faithful I was over and over again when you look back at your past. When you look at the present, I want you to see the plans I am making for you right now, even though things are hard. When you think about your future, I want you to remember the promises I made to you and know that I will keep all of them. I'm making you think again. Change the way you think with me. These lies from the enemy are being swapped out for the truth in my word. If you listen to me and believe what I say, your mind gets a little better every time. Your way of thinking changes a little more every time you reject a lie and accept the truth. This is not a single moment, but a process. We are on a journey, not a trip. But it's happening slowly but surely as you keep listening to my voice and telling yourself the truth. Your story isn't sad. Your life isn't just a string of bad luck. Your journey isn't just a bunch of painful events that don't lead anywhere. Your story is a story of redemption. The story of your life is being written, Your journey is a planned pilgrimage to all the things I made you to do, be, and experience. Don't let your enemy take away the meaning of your suffering by making you think it has no point. It doesn't make no sense. Every hard thing you've been through has a reason, and that reason will be shown to you in ways that will amaze you. In time, you'll understand what your pain is all about. When you are ready, the reason for your pain will become clear. You will understand why you are having a hard time when you have the right perspective. I'm not keeping these things from you to be creepy or mean. I'm planning when they will reveal it so that it has the most impact and understanding. Do not worry. Clarity is on the way. Have faith that the meaning will become clear. Have faith that you will see how everything fit together one day. I'm making a beautiful tapestry out of the threads of your life. At this point, all you can see of that tapestry is the backside. There are tangled threads, knots, and patterns that look random and hard to understand. I can see the front, though. I can see the pretty picture that's coming together from those tangled threads. I can see how each dark color makes the bright colors stand out even more. I can see how each turn and twist fits into the bigger plan. Believe me when I say that one day, what you are going through now will make sense. Believe me when I say the picture is lovely. You're closer than you think to the truth with the tapestry metaphor. The weaver starts from the back of the fabric when they do real tapestry weaving. They can't follow the picture as it grows. They need to believe in the shape. They have to follow the plan. They have to keep weaving even if the part they're on looks like a mess. You can only see the whole picture when the tapestry is finished and turned over. It's the same in your life. From the backside, you are seeing the process. You will be able to see the beautiful picture on the front one day. Don't give up while you're weaving. You shouldn't try to cut yourself off the loom before the tapestry is done. Do not judge the end result by the steps that were taken to make it. The most beautiful works of art often go through stages that don't look anything like the real thing. Gems that are very valuable are formed under a lot of pressure. Fires that are very hot are used to make steel that is very strong. Even when the process is unbearable, know that you are being shaped, improved, and set up for something amazing. In my kingdom, I need warriors who have been tried and true. I need soldiers in my army who know how to fight even when things get tough. I need leaders in my church who have been through the worst times and come out on the other side with their faith strong. I need people in the world to speak out about suffering because they have been through it themselves. I'm not looking for people whose lives have been easy and whose faith isn't very deep. I want to meet people like you. People who have been through the fire and come out better for it. People who have stood up to the enemy and learned how to do it. People who have gone for walks through the valley and found me. Because you have been through pain, you are qualified to help others who are suffering. You can help people who are struggling because you have been through it yourself. Your story of sticking with something gives you the power to encourage people who are ready to give up. It's the things that happened to you, that you wish had never happened, that will help you help others the most. This is how I turn pain into good. This is how I turn my pain into service. Here's how I use your worst times to make your most powerful ministry. Your struggles are making you ready for your calling. Your battles are getting you ready for your goal. Your tears are like watering seeds that will grow into a harvest of blessings for you and other people. In my kingdom, nothing goes to waste. It doesn't matter what in my economy. Everything has a reason for happening, even the things that hurt the most and don't make sense to you at the time. I want to tell you something about spiritual strength that you might not fully understand yet. Strength isn't just not being weak. When my power flows through your weakness, that's strength. The most powerful people I've ever worked with didn't have any flaws, fears, or doubts. They learned to tell me about their flaws, fears, and doubts, and let my power get through them. Don't wait until you feel strong enough to follow your calling. Do not wait until you have gotten over all your fears before taking a faith-based step forward. Don't wait until you know everything before moving on to the next step. I'm not calling the equipped. I give the called gear. I'll use you even if you're not strong. Because I use you, I make you strong. Your weakness doesn't mean you can't do it. There is a chance. It's an invitation for my power to show up in ways that make it clear that I worked through you. When someone who is naturally talented does something great, everyone praises their skill. But when someone with clear flaws does something beyond what they are normally able to do, the world needs to recognize that something supernatural was at work. Your weakness will help me show off my strength. Don't try to hide your weakness like it's something bad. Don't act like you're stronger than you are. Stop putting on masks that hide who you are. Bring your flaws and all of who you really are to me, and let me work through that instead of the person you show the world. Being real makes anointing possible. Being weak makes it possible to win. Being honest lets me get help. Your calling is too important for a fake version of yourself to carry it out. For the reason I gave you, I need the real you. With all your quirks, flaws, and other problems, the very things that make you flawed are what make you the best person to reach the people I've put in your sphere of influence. Someone who seems to have everything together will never be able to reach some people. But I will get in touch with them through someone who says they are having a hard time but still trusts me. Your authority will come from being real. Your story of how my power changed you from weak to strong will be more powerful than any polished performance ever could be. You give everyone hope when you talk about how I got you through it, when you talk about the struggles you faced and the doubts you overcame, and when you say out loud that you made it not because of your own strength, but because of mine. They start to believe that if God can use that person, then he can use someone like me too. And that thought grows into faith, which changes everything. I didn't pick you, even though you were the best candidate. There was only one person I could have chosen. You. I picked you because something about your unique mix of strengths and weaknesses, your background and experiences, your personality and point of view, was just what I needed for the task I had in mind. Nobody else could do what you're called to do, the way you're called to do it. In my plan, I can't do without you. Take that truth to heart. You can't be replaced. It's not because you are perfect, but because you are exactly where I wanted you to be. For the reason I planned. The world needs what you have to offer. The kingdom needs what you have to offer. The people you know and care about need a gift that only you can give them. Don't take away what they need by giving up before you give it to them. You need to trust me with things you don't understand. Ask yourself to believe me when I say that your pain is for a reason. Please believe that I am putting everything together for your good, even the bad things, even the things that seem bad for you, even the things that look like they're ruining your life. I am in charge. I know. I am actively involved in every aspect of your life, and I am determined to make sure that everything ends in a way that makes it all worth it. When you're with me, trust is the most important thing. Trust is what lets me work in your life in ways that need your help, but not all of your understanding. When you can't see where you're going, trust is what keeps you going. When everything else is shaking, trust is what keeps you steady. Our relationship can't work without trust. My power can't go through you if you don't trust me. If you don't trust me, I can't get what I want from your life. If you trust me, it's not because I want it for myself, but because you want it for yourself. You won't always live in this valley you've been walking through. It's a way through. It's a place of change. It's just a stopover on your way to higher ground. Do not put a house in the valley. Don't just drop your bags and settle down as if you're going to stay there forever. You can learn from the valley. The strength it gives you will grow. It gives you room to grow as a person. You're not going there, though. Your goal is to reach the top of the mountain where the air is clean, the view is wide, and the presence of my glory is strong. In the geography of faith, valleys are useful. They are the low spots in the middle of the high ones. They're the spots where one peak gives way to the next. They are necessary parts of the trip that can't be skipped, but they're not meant to be homes for good. You should go through them, learn from them, and then leave them behind as you climb to the next peak. Walk through the valleys some more. Put one foot in front of the other over and over. Trust me even when the ground is rough and the path isn't clear. I know the way, even if you can only see a few steps ahead. Don't give up hope that the valley has a way out. Don't give up hope that darkness will end and light will come. Keep believing that the hard times will end and you will be saved, since it will. It will, I promise. I have already given birth to you, and I will give you back. Remember times when you were sure you wouldn't make it. Remember times when things didn't look like they would get better. Remember mountains that looked like they would be impossible to climb. Then think about how I helped you. Don't forget how the impossible became possible. Don't forget how the way forward showed up when you least expected it. I haven't changed at all since yesterday. I will do again what I did before. People have been saved in the past, and they can look forward to more help in the future. You should feel good about the challenges you are facing right now because of what I have done in the past. I have never let you down. I haven't left you ever. I have never left you without help, resources, or hope. I was with you even when things were at their worst. I worked even when you were at your worst. Even when you were feeling the most hopeless, I was there to save you. You can see my faithfulness in every part of your history if you look back. This faithfulness should give you strength for the next part of your life. Do me no harm by putting your doubts about my current intentions. Don't doubt my loyalty now. I've shown it many times before. Do not let the things going on in your life now erase the memory of being saved in the past. I've always been there for you. even if it didn't look exactly like you thought it would, even if it wasn't what you really wanted. I was faithful even when it showed up in ways you didn't see or appreciate at the time. I still love you. Even though you can't see proof of my work, I am still working for you. For you, I'm fighting in places you can't see or feel with your own eyes. I'm moving pieces around on the board that will lead to results that you could never have planned on your own. It's not too short for me to save. It's not too hard for me to hear. It's not too hard for me to care. I care about your breakthrough just as much as you do. It's even more important to me now that I can see everything that's at stake and everything I have planned. Be brave, my child. Be brave when people are against you. When everything around you is shaking, don't move. When the urge to give up is too strong, stay strong. When being loyal costs you everything, stay loyal. Don't rely on your own strength. Use mine instead. Trust my words instead of what's happening to you. Have faith in my character, not in how you feel about me. In the life I've called you to live, you have to be brave. For people who want to reach their goal, being brave is not luxury. It has to be done. It's what it costs to live the life I've planned for you. The big steps forward I have planned for you are on the other side of challenges that can only be surmounted by being brave. The gifts I've planned for you are hidden in places that only brave people can get to. I'm calling out the warrior that's inside you. I am waking up the fighter that has been sleeping while you have tried to solve your problems by being smart and strong on your own. It's time to bring out the champion I put inside you before you were born. For some reason, you are more than you thought. You are strong in ways that have never been tested. You're brave in ways that have never been called upon. That faith of yours has never been pushed to its limits. Things are going to change soon, though. What you are going through right now is meant to reveal what has been hidden. The problems you're facing are chances for the real you to show up. In the battles you are fighting, your true identity as my warrior child will be shown and confirmed. Don't be afraid to fight. Try not to run away from the challenge. When the enemy comes closer, don't run away. Hold your ground and watch as I give you the win. I kept every promise I made to you. I still have power over your life with every word I spoke. All of the goals I set for you are still valid and attainable. Every dream I put in your heart is still on track to come true. The delays you experienced did not mean I would not keep my promises. The side trips you took have not kept you from your destiny. You are still part of my plan, even though you did some bad things. That's not me. I'm bigger than that. My goals are stronger than failures of people. The things that happen don't stop my plans. I keep the promises I make. It doesn't come back empty when I speak a word. Things will happen in your life when I say something over them. It doesn't matter if it takes longer than you thought. Yes, even if it doesn't look like what you thought it would, even if it takes you in ways you wouldn't have expected. My loyalty doesn't depend on how perfect you are. My commitment doesn't depend on how consistent you are. Because that's who I am, I'm faithful. I also can't change who I am. Angels are currently working on your behalf in the invisible realm. I am now arguing for your cause in the courts of heaven. In a spiritual sense, the balance of power is shifting in your favor right now. In ways you can't see or measure right now, victory is being sealed, and a breakthrough is being made ready. Do not judge what is going on based on what you can see or feel. Somewhere that you can't see or hear is where the most important thing is going on. The spiritual world is more real than the real world. Things that happen in the invisible dimension have an effect on what we can see. The battles that are going on in heaven determine what will happen on earth. And in those battles in heaven, I'm winning for you. My angels are working on tasks that have to do with your breakthrough. Hearts and situations are being changed by my spirit, which will have an effect on your future. My power is being shown to the world in ways that will become clear at the right time. For starters, I want you to start living with the hope of breakthrough. I want you to start talking like you're sure you'll win. I want you to start thinking like someone who has already beaten the odds. I want you to act like you know your dad is the most important person in the world for you. How you stand is important. How you feel is important. What you say is important. What you expect is important. They either make people feel faith or fear, victory or defeat, progress or the need to stay stuck together. What you attract and what you push away depends on how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself with the confidence of a king's beloved child, you will win friends and keep enemies away. When you carry around the defeat of someone who has already given up, you bring more defeat into your life and push away blessing. This is not a belief in ghosts. This is a spiritual rule. Faith brings happiness. Hope brings good things. Breakthroughs come to people who believe in me. Pick faith, pick victory, pick breakthrough, since you don't feel like it. But you know who I am and what I said I would do. Not because the situation calls for it, but because my word backs it up. It's not because it makes sense, but because my ways are better than what people can understand. You can choose to trust me no matter what your feelings are telling you. Admit that you will believe me no matter what your situation seems to show. Choose to keep my promises, no matter how long it takes for them to come true. This is what having faith looks like. This is what it takes to be brave. This is what bravery calls for. When things are going well, it's easy to believe. When things happen that match what you want, it's easy to trust. When there is nothing in your way, it is easy to stand. But it's in the dark that faith is really put to the test. In battle, you can see how brave you really are. The most brave acts happen when everyone and everything tells you to give up. But you don't. Right now, you are in that moment. You are being checked out right now. The chance to show what you really believe is now being given to you. Pick something. Will you give up when things get tough, or will you rise to the challenge? Will you give up because of things that happen, or will you keep my promises? Will you let fear guide your choices, or will you let your faith show you the way? Now is your chance. This is the test. Right now is your chance to show what you can do. I already know, so don't tell me. But to yourself, to your enemy, and to the crowd of people who are watching your story, what are they going to see? What are you going to show? What will be written about how you dealt with this challenge in the book of your life? I'm not asking you to ignore the truth. You don't have to act like everything is okay when it's not. I'm not telling you to put on a fake smile and act like you're not having a hard time. Hold two truths at the same time is what I want you to do. The first truth is that what you're going through right now is hard, painful, and challenging. The second truth is that I will always be true to you and work hard to help you succeed. They can both be true at the same time. Although you can acknowledge that you are having a hard time, you can also say that I am faithful. You can say that you're hurting and also say that I'm getting better. You can say that you're lost while also saying that I am telling you what to do. This shows a grown-up faith. With this much faith, anything is possible. This is the kind of faith that makes me happy and lets me use my power for you. In denial, it is not. You're not crazy. It's the supernatural power to see past what is and have faith in what will be. It is divine to believe in my goodness, even when everything else seems to say otherwise. That strength that comes from heaven that helps you stand when your whole body wants to fall down. Right now, I'm giving you that strength. That courage is being put into your spirit right now. At this very moment, I am giving you new faith. Take it. Take it all in. Let it sink in and become a part of who you are. Let it change the way you think and what you expect. Let it give you new strength to deal with the problems that lie ahead. It will give you the strength to be the warrior I made you to be. You are my beloved child, and I picked you to be great. Not the way the world sees greatness, which is based on wealth, fame, and power. My idea of greatness, on the other hand, is based on loyalty, fruit, and achieving one's goals. You were made to make a difference. You were made to make an impact. There is a reason you were born that is much bigger than your own happiness and comfort. You are great, and it doesn't matter how many people know your name. It's not about how much cash you have. It's not about how many people follow you on social media. It has to do with how quickly you follow me. It's about how fully you follow the purpose I gave you. It's about how completely you give up your life and do what I want. It's about the kids you help, the people you reach, and the difference you make in big and small ways. It's about becoming the person I made you to be and doing the things I made you to do, even if no one ever notices or rewards your work. The world doesn't know about some of the best people in my kingdom. They work in places that are quiet. They give without being thanked. They love without being praised. No one can see them pray. People don't see them do what they're told. And their reward is not the approval of other people, but the happiness of their Father. Their reward will be hearing, "Well done, good and faithful servant." That is more valuable than all the money and fame in the world. If you want to be that great, I'm calling you. Such greatness is measured not by standards of the world, but by standards of the kingdom. A greatness that might not make the news, but will make heaven happy. Something great that leaves an indelible mark on people's souls, even if it doesn't show up in history books. This is the greatness you were meant to have. That is the reason you are burning inside you. This is your calling. It keeps you going even when you want to give up. It will be easier to understand why you had to go through these hard times when you finally reach the fullness of your purpose. You'll see how the hard times changed you. You'll see how the battles helped you get ready. You'll see how the pain made you stronger. You'll see how it made you more mature. Though you won't be thankful for the suffering itself, you will be thankful for what it made you into. That day is almost here. That big surprise is coming. The right time will come for that understanding. I want you to trust me until then. Allow yourself to keep moving forward. I want you to choose not to give up. No matter how strong the urge gets, I want you to be brave no matter what you fear. In the face of every challenge, I request that you be brave. You should be the warrior I see in you at all times. The enemy thinks you are dangerous. That's the reason he fights you so hard. He would not care about you if you were not important to him. He would not waste time and energy attacking you if you were not important to the bigger plan. He knows the same things I do. He knows that you have a strong spirit inside you. He knows that if you do what he says, you will beat him in some areas. He knows that your big step forward will let other people in through doors he has been trying to keep shut. That's why he fights. That's the reason he lies. He won't leave you alone because of this. His opposition is a compliment in reality. His attacks actually show how valuable you are. Every lie he tells shows that he is afraid of the truth you hold. He doesn't want you to get where you're going, as shown by all the things he puts in your way. People aren't attacking you because you're weak. People are going after you because you are strong. You are not being fought against because you are not important. People are against you because you're important. But the fact that he knows what you're capable of doesn't give him control over your future. Just because he knows about your calling doesn't mean he can stop it. All he can do is try to make you give up. He might try to trick you. You can let him try to distract you. He can try to make you wait. He can't stop what I want to happen, though. He can't pull out of what I called. The things I have decided cannot be changed by him. His power isn't very strong. He doesn't have much time. He will definitely lose. Don't be afraid of him. Do not let his tricks scare you. Do not believe what he says. Do not accept that he has limits. You serve a God that is much stronger than any enemy you will ever face. You are part of a kingdom that can't be moved. Your Father will always be there to save you and listen to you. Even though it doesn't feel like it, you are on the better side. Please remember who you are. Please remember whose you are. It's important for you to remember that you are my child, my warrior, and my beloved one. The enemy will tell you lies about how valuable you are. But I love you, so tell him the truth. When he says you're by yourself, remind him that I'm always here. When he says things that make it sound like you've lost, say that you've already won. Identity is what holds everything together. It is easy for people who want to tell you who you are to control you if you don't know who you are. You will always be shaken by things that seem to go against your identity if you are not sure of who you are. But nothing can shake you when you know who you are in me, when you are settled in the truth of who you are. You can't be moved. You can't have any doubts about who I say you are. In this case, there is spiritual warfare, and you have the tools to do it. You have what it takes to win this mental battle. The stakes are high in this battle for your future, and you must win. Not in your own strength, but in mine. Not because of your own smarts, but because of mine. You can't do it on your own. My spirit has to work in and through you. The weapons I gave you are strong. They are strong enough to break down strongholds through me. Every lie the enemy tells can't stand up to the sword of my spirit, which is my word. Every fiery dart that is thrown at you is put out by your shield of faith. You can protect your mind with the helmet of salvation. Your heart is safe because of the breastplate of righteousness. Everything is held together by the belt of truth. You can stand firm on any surface when you wear shoes from the gospel of peace. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. It looks like you have everything you need to win. I'm with you in this fight. I'm going ahead of you to clear the way. I walk with you to help you find your way. I'm here to watch out for your back. I live inside you to give you strength. You can feel my presence all around you. You have my power inside you. There is protection for you from me. There is no weapon that can work against you. Every tongue that speaks out against you in judgment will be shut down. As my child, this is yours to keep. This is what you have as my servant. As a citizen of my kingdom, this is your birthright. Use it to walk in. Stay there. Take a break in it. Let it sink in so deeply that nothing can shake your faith and no one can disturb your peace. I have given you a calling that can't be taken away. I spoke a purpose over you that can't be taken back. No power in heaven or on earth can stop what I have planned for you. Your choice to give up is the only thing that could stop you. And now, from the bottom of my heart, I ask you, don't give up. You're not as far away as you think. You're getting closer to your breakthrough than you think. Your victory has already begun. I'm still writing the story I'm telling through your life. Do not stop. Don't give up. Do not lose faith, since I haven't given up on you. I will never stop. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and a speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.